Humanity's induction into the Galactic Council was a momentous event, marked by ceremonial grandeur and galaxy-wide broadcasts. The diverse peoples of Earth reveled in the promise of a united interstellar future. The Council, a centuries-old coalition of advanced civilizations, had recognized humanity for its rapid ascent in the cosmos and its undying spirit of exploration and innovation. Warm reception. As Earth's delegates walked the Council's revered halls, they were greeted with enthusiasm by many, all eager to integrate humanity's potential into the fabric of galactic society. Trade agreements blossomed, setting forth a new era of economic prosperity. Science and technology flourished as human ingenuity merged with alien advancements, unleashing a wave of progress and optimism. Hidden resentment. Yet beneath this veneer of cordiality and cooperation, there brewed a silent storm of resentment and fear. Several elder races of the Council, who had watched the rise of humans with wary eyes, now saw them as upstarts disrupting a delicate cosmic balance. Jealous of humanity's growing influence, these factions quietly sought to maintain their historical dominance. Seeds of division. Strategically, they began sowing seeds of division, manipulating events to cast doubt on humanity's intentions. Incidents were staged and blame was cast, all designed to tarnish the reputation of Earth's representatives. With every diplomatic incident, the threads of trust were pulled, gradually fraying the fabric of the alliance. Gathering darkness. While humans continued their outreach with characteristic hope and drive, the Council's shadowy corners whispered of Earth's undue ambition. Alliances within the Council that had stood unchallenged for ages now faced a challenge they were unprepared to meet with grace. In the gathering dark, murmurs of a conspiracy against Earth began to spread, marking the start of a saga that would test the resilience of humanity's place among the stars. The silent conspiracy, entangled in politics. With Earth officially a member of the Galactic Council, human envoys found themselves entangled in the complex web of interstellar politics. Their fresh outlook and rapid response to galactic issues made them popular among the newer members of the Council, who had long sought reform within the stagnant political structure. Rising threat. Yet this popularity only deepened the rifts within the Council. The ancient civilizations that made up its core saw humanity's ascendancy as a threat to the old ways. Behind closed doors, a faction led by the enigmatic Thul-Rayans began to conspire against Earth, planting the seeds of humanity's downfall. Orchestrated accidents. This cable orchestrated a series of accidents and incidents across human space, framing them as negligence on the part of Earth's governance. Secret pacts were made, and agreements were struck in the dark, all aiming to undermine humanity's standing within the Council. Obstructed diplomacy. As Earth's envoys worked to navigate through these troubles, their every move was watched and often obstructed by bureaucratic maneuvering. The Thul-Rayans, skilled in the art of subterfuge, leaked false communications and reports, painting the humans as aggressors and violators of Council law. Turning public opinion. The humans, for their part, responded to each accusation with evidence and reason, but the court of public opinion was beginning to turn against them. The orchestrated events took their toll, straining the relationships that Earth had worked so hard to build. The final scheme. The climax of the Thul-Rayan scheme came when a human diplomatic vessel was implicated in the destruction of a sacred site revered by several Council species. Despite the humans' pleas of innocence and their own logs suggesting sabotage, the Council's verdict was swift and without appeal. Humankind's representatives were cast out from the inner circles of power, their voices silenced, and their presence in the Council chambers reduced to mere observance. The grave accusation. Unexpected indictment. The indictment was unexpected and severe. Earth, whose endeavors had been driven by a thirst for knowledge and unity, now stood accused of the gravest crime in the Council's statutes: initiating aggression against a member species. Evidence, falsified yet convincing, was presented before the Council, implicating Earth in an unprovoked attack on a Thul-Rayan outpost. Defending innocence. Humanity's delegates, staunch in their defense, were met with cold indifference. The trial was a spectacle, a performance orchestrated by their accusers. Each piece of proof the humans offered was dismissed. The council's once receptive members turned a deaf ear, swayed by the deceitful narrative woven by their conspirators. Swift judgment. The swift judgment that followed branded Earth as a rogue civilization. Sanctions were imposed, curtailing human exploration and trade. Diplomatic relations soured, and former allies withdrew their embassies, fearing repercussions from association with the newly pariah Earth. Final statement. Amidst the turmoil, Earth's ambassadors issued a final statement, their voices resonant with a mixture of indignation and warning. "We are not the aggressors you have been led to believe," they declared. "But make no mistake, we will defend ourselves. To those who stand against us, run while you still can." Resonating message. This message rippled through the council space, a stark departure from humanity's usual diplomatic stance. It spoke not of submission, but of a quiet, simmering strength waiting to be unleashed. Back on Earth, news of the betrayal ignited a firestorm. Unity not seen since the early days of space exploration rekindled among the nations of the world. Ready for repercussions. The prospect of standing alone against a galaxy of enemies bound humanity closer than ever. Earth's governments, military, and citizens readied themselves for the repercussions of the Council's decision. The sentiment was not fear, but a resolute determination to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The Galactic Sanctions. Impact of sanctions. The Galactic Council's ruling rippled through the cosmos, leaving Earth's interstellar aspirations in tatters. As trade embargoes took effect, vital resources from across the stars dwindled. Human outposts on distant moons and planets found themselves cut off from support, left to fend for themselves against a galaxy that had suddenly turned hostile. Quieted spaceports. Earth's once bustling spaceports quieted. The flow of alien visitors and traders reduced to a trickle of smugglers and those few who dared to defy the Council's edicts. The flourishing exchange of culture and technology that had marked humanity's entry into the Council was replaced by a stifling blockade. Refusing despair. In the face of this backlash, Earth's leaders refused to bow to despair. They extended a call to action, rallying the collective spirit and ingenuity of the planet. Factories that had once built modules for peaceful space stations now turned their efforts to constructing defense satellites and warships. Scientists and engineers, previously engaged in civilian pursuits, now devoted their expertise to advancing Earth's military capabilities. Mobilizing the military. The response from the human military was equally swift and decisive. Fleets were mobilized. Defensive perimeters around Earth and the Moon were reinforced, and every possible scenario was war-gamed by the brightest strategic minds humanity had to offer. Demonstrating capacity. As Earth fortified its defenses, the Council watched with wary eyes. Their aim had been to constrain humanity, to pull the reins on a species advancing too quickly for their comfort. Instead, they had forced Earth's hand, compelling humans to demonstrate their capacity for war as much as they had for peace. New diplomacy. The human diplomats, once emissaries of exploration and friendship, were now messengers of a grimmer reality. They traversed the space lanes, warning those who had supported the sanctions to reconsider. "Run," they said, "for Earth will not yield its sovereignty nor its right to the stars. We will stand strong against you and with you, but we will stand." Call to arms. This call to arms resonated with Earth's populace and its defenders in the sky above. If the galaxy would not accept them as partners, then humanity would face it as adversaries. But even in the shadow of war, Earth's message remained clear. It was not too late for peace if only the Council would listen. Unity and defiance. Undeterred by isolation. Earth stood isolated but undeterred, a solitary world bracing against a galactic tide. The sanctions had brought hardship, but they had also ignited a defiant determination to survive and thrive despite the Council's condemnation. Across the planet, a collective effort emerged as the populace rallied to support their world. Global unity. Former competitors in the global arena set aside their differences, uniting under the cause of planetary defense. Industries pivoted with remarkable speed, repurposing commercial technology for military might. Mining operations on Earth and the asteroid belt intensified, extracting the necessary materials to fuel the war effort. Building a fleet. In hidden silos and shipyards, a formidable fleet was being assembled. The design of these vessels was unlike anything the galaxy had seen, a hybrid of human innovation and the best of alien technology they had managed to acquire before the embargo. The people of Earth, from engineers to soldiers, worked with a shared purpose. Training regimes. Training regimes for the military were overhauled, incorporating combat techniques that combined human tactics with the alien strategies they had learned during their brief stint in the Council. The Earth Defense Force, EDF, was established, an organization that drew on the best of humanity's military and scientific minds. Symbol of defiance. The EDF became a symbol of Earth's defiance and resilience. Its fleet, though still in the early stages of development, represented the planet's unwavering commitment to defending its sovereignty. The Council's attempts to stifle humanity's progress had only strengthened their resolve. Warning the galaxy. Earth's diplomats, now hardened by betrayal and driven by a fierce loyalty to their homeworld, continued their journey across the stars. They warned other civilizations of the impending conflict, urging them to reconsider their stance. Run, they repeated, for Earth will not bow. We will fight for our right to exist and explore the stars. Preparing for conflict. As the EDF's fleet neared completion, Earth's leaders held one final meeting to discuss their strategy. They knew that the coming conflict would be unlike any humanity had faced before. It would test their unity, their ingenuity, and their resolve. Ready for battle. We are ready, declared General Laura Martinez, the EDF's commander-in-chief. We have the strength, the technology, and the spirit to face whatever the galaxy throws at us. We will defend our home, and we will show the Council that humanity is not to be underestimated. Looking ahead. With these words, the EDF's fleet set out on its maiden voyage, ready to defend Earth and its place among the stars. The galaxy watched in anticipation, uncertain of what the future held. But one thing was clear: humanity would not go down without a fight. The first encounter. EDF's first mission. The EDF's fleet, a symbol of Earth's resilience and defiance, embarked on its first mission to patrol the outer regions of the solar system. The goal was to ensure the safety of human outposts and deter any potential aggressors. The tension was palpable as the fleet's sleek, formidable ships moved into formation, ready for whatever lay ahead. Unexpected arrival. As they reached the outskirts of the solar system, the EDF detected an unknown vessel approaching at high speed. The command ship, Resolute, received a transmission. This is Captain Nathan Rice of the EDF. Identify yourself, or be prepared to face consequences. Enemy contact. The response was immediate. This is Commander Zurich of the Thol Ryan Fleet. You have defied the Galactic Council and must face the consequences. Prepare for battle. The Thol Ryan ship, larger and more heavily armed than anticipated, moved into an aggressive stance. First engagement. General Martinez, aboard the Resolute, issued her orders. All ships prepare for engagement. We cannot let them reach Earth. The EDF's fleet, though smaller, was agile and strategically positioned. The first shots were fired, and the battle began. Tactical advantage. The EDF's ships utilized their advanced hybrid technology, combining human ingenuity with alien advancements. They deployed drones, utilized stealth technology, and executed precise maneuvers to outflank the Thol Ryan ship. The battle raged on, with both sides taking heavy hits. Turning the tide. Despite being outgunned, the EDF's tactical prowess began to turn the tide. General Martinez coordinated a concentrated attack on the Thol Ryan ship's propulsion systems, crippling its movement. With their main adversary immobilized, The EDF focused on neutralizing the remaining threats. Victory and warning. After a grueling engagement, the EDF emerged victorious. The Thol Ryan ship was disabled, and its crew captured. General Martinez sent a message back to the Galactic Council. Earth will not be intimidated. We will defend our home and our right to exist among the stars. Run while you still can. First taste of war. The victory, though hard-won, was a testament to humanity's resilience and ingenuity. The EDF's success sent shockwaves through the galaxy, proving that Earth was not an easy target. But it was also a sobering reminder of the challenges ahead, preparing for the next battle. As the fleet returned to Earth for repairs and reinforcements, General Martinez addressed her crew. We have shown our strength, but this is just the beginning. The Council will not take this defeat lightly. We must be ready for the battles to come. Hope and determination. The crew, though weary, was filled with a renewed sense of hope and determination. They knew that the road ahead would be difficult, but they were ready to face it together. Earth had taken its first stand, and it would not be the last. The path to peace. Diplomatic efforts. Despite the conflict, Earth's leaders never gave up on the possibility of peace. Diplomatic channels remained open, and Earth's ambassadors continued their tireless efforts to find allies and negotiate a resolution. They knew that while strength was necessary, true victory would come through understanding and cooperation. New alliances. Their efforts began to bear fruit. Several smaller civilizations, disillusioned with the Council's heavy-handed tactics, reached out to Earth. They saw in humanity a kindred spirit, a species willing to fight for its rights, but also open to dialogue and cooperation. Joint initiatives. Joint initiatives were launched, focusing on scientific research, cultural exchange, and mutual defense. Earth's technology, combined with the unique strengths of its new allies, led to breakthroughs that benefited all parties involved. The galaxy began to see that humanity's potential was not just in its strength, but in its ability to innovate and collaborate. Council's response. The Galactic Council, seeing the growing support for Earth, was forced to reconsider its stance. The initial sanctions had failed to break humanity's spirit and had instead fostered greater unity and resilience. Some council members began to question the wisdom of continuing a conflict that seemed increasingly unwinnable. Peace talks. Amidst the growing pressure, peace talks were proposed. Earth's leaders, ever pragmatic, accepted the offer but made it clear that they would not negotiate from a position of weakness. The talks, held in a neutral system, brought together representatives from Earth, the Council, and various allied civilizations. A new agreement. The negotiations were long and arduous. But in the end, a new agreement was reached. The sanctions were lifted, and Earth's sovereignty was recognized. The Council acknowledged the need for reform and promised to work towards a more inclusive and fair interstellar governance. Future prospects. The path to peace was not without its challenges, but it marked the beginning of a new era for humanity. Earth's place in the galaxy was secured, not just through its strength, but through its willingness to seek understanding and cooperation. A message of unity. As the peace agreement was signed, General Martinez, Ambassador Yill, and Earth's leaders addressed the galaxy. We have shown that humanity will stand firm in the face of adversity, but we have also shown that we seek peace and understanding. Let this be a lesson that strength and diplomacy can coexist, and that together we can build a brighter future for all. A bright future. The journey had been difficult, and many challenges remained, but humanity had proven its worth. The galaxy watched as Earth continued to explore, innovate, and reach out to new civilizations. The message was clear: humanity was here to stay, and it would face the future with courage, ingenuity, and an unwavering commitment to peace.